Have you ever wondered how much Supreme Court judges make in Kenya? And I'm talking about their salary and allowances. And even better yet, have you ever thought about how Supreme Court judges are investing their money in the country? That is what I'm going to be speaking about in this video. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. I'm yours, Afagza Sifunam. As all of you are aware, there is that ongoing case at the Supreme Court whereby the judges are hearing that petition which was launched by Raila Amolo Odinga challenging the results which were announced by the IEBC chair Wafula Chebukati. So at this particular point in time, there's increased visibility with regards to what the judges are doing out there and also how they're going to rule on this case. Having said that, judges are actually among the best paid state officers and in general among the best paid employees in the country. And that's the case because Supreme Court judges take home on average about 1 million Kenya shillings. Think about it. They take home about 1 million Kenya shillings. And this consists of their basic salary, which we're talking about it being upwards of 700,000 per month, and allowances, which total to upwards of 300,000 per month. So the Supreme Court judges on average take home 1 million Kenya shillings. I know you've already started fantasizing about the possible things you could do with 1 million Kenya shillings. To give you an example, I'm sure a good number of us, in case our salary skyrockets that much to 1 million Kenya shillings per month, of course, a good number of us are gonna move to more cool neighborhood, to fancy houses where they're gonna be paying high amounts of rent compared to what they are currently paying. And even beyond that, a good number of us are gonna be spending money each and every month on some luxurious shopping sprees where they go out there to buy whatever they can buy because they have money and also they are certain they're gonna continue getting money in terms of their salaries and also allowances. And of course, some segment of us out there are also gonna start thinking about the possible investments they can possibly put their money into so that hopefully over time, the money they are getting is able to grow and also they can be able to diversify into different streams of investments and start getting different incomes out there. That's what, guys, the Supreme Court judges and generally judges in the country are doing. Because all of us can admit, rarely do we get, for example, judges out there being found in scandals and stuff like that. They are very keen with regards to their reputation and also they understand the kind of job they do is not that kind of job, for example, which they're going to be in the same positions for way too long. To give you an example, we all know the term of a Chief Justice is restricted, right? So when they get this money, they think about what the future holds. In essence, they think about investing so that over time, they're able to multiply their money and in the process, they're also able to rake in more and more income. Having said that, what exactly do the judges out here spend their money on? Of course, the very first thing is that judges out there have actually invested their money, for example, in real estate. We have a good number of judges out there who have actually invested their money in real estate. And this guarantees them rental income, month in, month out. And by the way, they have invested in different forms of real estate out there. For example, rental units in form of apartments, in form of houses, and so forth. And even beyond that, some have very lucrative lots of land in central places, like for example, in towns out there, whether within Nairobi, whether other satellite towns out there, where even they have business stalls. And in equal breath, just like apartments out there, also business stalls bring in good amount of money each and every month in terms of rent. Beyond this, also, some judges out there have awesome, fully fledged businesses. We all understand if someone has a business, ultimately, once they break even, their business is gonna be able to give them profit. And a good number of judges out there have businesses which they have been able to grow and grow them over time. And by the way, if you didn't know, for someone to become a judge of the High Court, for someone to become, for example, a judge of the Court of Appeal, for someone to become a judge of the Supreme Court, they need to have that grounding in law. They need to have the basic training in law, okay? So most of the judges out here actually were lawyers before, and even they had their own law firms before they became judges. So these are just some of the businesses which most judges have out there. And even beyond this, they have diversified into different sectors. For example, there are judges out there who have businesses in the service sector, for example. Others have even delved into manufacturing, and all these contribute towards giving them profit day in, day out. Okay? So beyond just the monies they get each and every month, they are also able to make profit day in, day out. And by doing so, they are guaranteeing themselves, they are guaranteeing their families, they are guaranteeing their communities possibility of making money even way beyond them being in office, way beyond them retiring. And talking about the invincible assets out there too. Also, judges are actually putting their monies out there in, for example, stock market, in, for example, other invisible assets out there, which actually over time are also able to give them dividend incomes, right? Think about it. In case someone buys stocks, in case someone buys shares, right? Ultimately, they're going to be able to make dividends once the board of directors of respective company agree on dividend payout to shareholders. So judges out here are also able to make dividends because of the investments they have made. That's something very important because over time, in case someone invests, for example, in the stock market, someone buys bonds, okay? Someone delves in derivatives, someone buys, for example, indices. Over time, they're going to be able to see their money multiply and multiply because the market has a steady growth rate. And even in case someone, for example, acquires the high value stocks, right? Invest in, for example, high growth companies, then most likely they're going to see their wealth grow and grow at a faster rate. And then beyond that, they are even putting their money in long-term investments which they can't cash out. What do I mean? I'm talking about investments, for example, putting your money in long-term educational plans, for example, for your children, putting your money, for example, in fixed deposit accounts and so forth. And by the way, it is not rare, for example, to see a judge having a bank account with monies upwards of even 50 million because they've been able to accumulate all these monies over the course of their career, right? So with that, judges are also putting their monies in long-term kind of investments which they can't be able to cash out. And given that's the case, over time, they are able to see the investments they're putting their money into actually earn them, for example, interest on deposits, right? Even see them being realized to better education plans for their children, for their grandchildren, and so forth. And these are some things which you can also consider in case you're thinking about over time being able to make money and also over time being able to set yourself and also the future of your family in the right path towards excellence. And then the fifth and the last thing which most judges out there do, and actually they do it very well, is understanding they are the investment. So they invest in their own self. For example, by furthering their education, taking professional courses out there, just to ensure they improve on their pedigree. And then over time, they're going to be able to get more lucrative opportunities. Guys, that is how judges out here invest their money. What do you think about this? You specifically, how do you invest the money you earn? Whether you're talking about you earning 20,000, 50,000, or even a million Kenya shillings per month, how do you invest your money? Share with us in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching. I look forward to share with you other videos next time.